of the fact that they can't find anywhere affordable to live, that they've almost no prospect of ever being able to own their own home, but rather telling them how to handle the situation if they're forced to move home with their parents, and how to avoid conflict with their parents over issues like overcrowding and household chores. So it really is unbelievable. This is a government that is essentially putting up its hands and saying, we cannot solve the housing crisis. The young generation are going to remain locked out of the housing sector for the foreseeable future, and all we can suggest to them is that they should do the dishes in order to avoid conflict with their parents when they're forced to move home. It's pathetic, absolutely pathetic, and it is a government admitting complete defeat. So I think young people and those affected by the housing crisis will be pretty outraged to see this thing circulating from a government that has failed them so badly, and we certainly think it should be called out in the strongest terms as a pathetic admission of failure by the government to address the most serious social crisis facing this country and facing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of young people in this country. It'll be another reason really for people to consider just leaving, for young people to just consider leaving this country, because the government has put up its hands and surrendered in admission of failure to deal with the housing catastrophe that we're facing. The second issue I just want to raise briefly is an important art space, the complex in the northwest inner city. The complex has been functioning as an art space, providing artist studios to I think about 30 artists, as a venue for gigs, for events, for all sorts of artistic and cultural pursuits for the last 17 years. But they received an eviction notice which is set to evict them in early January. And as I understand